Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to LC Chess. This is game number 112. Again, my apologies on the ASMR style video. It is again 5:30 in the morning, and my schedule this week is not allowing me to film on normal hours, so here I am once again. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I think the mic is picking up everything, but we're back to 1294. I'm upset about it. I hope you're upset about it too. I want to be back in the 1300s. Felt really good when I was back in the 1300s. So that's going to be the goal today. Not much else to say. We lost a game yesterday that we deserved to lose. I am blanking on what happened. Early advantages that were wiped out by tilting and stupid mistakes. Pretty much sums it up. So we're going to try to be better. Let's try to be better today. All right. Starting it up. We have a 1306 out of Syria. Player Queen's Gambit. They're going to accept the gambit. I'm going to play Knight C3. I like stopping the B5 push. Yeah, they're going to play A6. I like to stop this before playing E4. Don't think it's the most accurate way to play. It actually might be the main line in the Queen's Gambit accept. I'm not sure. I have to take here. And they still can't take. So this doesn't protect anything. Because if you push, I take. And if you take, I take back. And they can't take with the A pawn because then their rook is hanging. I think they just realized that, yeah. All right. They really want to hold on to that pawn. I can just push. I think I can just push here. Yes. If they come here, I'll probably just go F3. I don't like going F3 there because my king will be castled there. Okay. Take back. And then I think I'm just going to develop. I'm not concerned about this. I actually wouldn't mind this because this is going to be hard to protect in the long term. Centralized isolated pawn, queen's pawn. You can just castle here. I can castle or I can protect my knight. Let's get the pin off and then I'll castle. If you take, I take with the knight. I also don't mind taking and damaging my opponent's pawn structure, because they're going to end up having to take with the f-pawn. Takes. They're going to have to take with the f-pawn. How does that work? Is that alright? Takes. Or takes. Take there. Is this an issue? I don't think it is. Oh, it's just castle. Don't want to think too much here. It is 5:30 in the morning. Doing good on time. We're up like a minute, so can take a little bit if I need to. I still think that exchange is good for me. Let's do it. I feel like we have a solid position. My opponent hasn't developed either of their knights. Their bishops have at least one good pin, but their activity is not the greatest. You can take, you can also just go here, right? I don't think they have any way to protect that pawn. If I did this, attacks the queen. They're going to take there. I think I'm just going to go here. Take with the rook, take with the bishop. I mean, take with the rook looks good. That looks really good. Now I can... Oh, man. Now I can go here and win a rook, right? Discovered check. It's not mate. Discovered, win a rook. Now they have to protect this knight, which is hanging twice, and they have a hanging bishop still. They protect the bishop. Gonna take a free knight. Well, let's try and weave a little bit of a mating net, huh? Let's be a little bit more principled now that we're in our 1300s. Not to give a million checks. This allows He can't go that way. Have to go this way. Let's do that. Bring the other rook to the party. Okay. This opponent can go here. And then I'll just trade off the bishops. I think that'll be the easiest way to do this. Don't see a mate, so I'm just going to grab material. And I'm just going to make a queen. Make this easy. Okay, there, just push. Just going to push. I'll just sack a bishop for their queen here. Probably didn't have to bring it all the way back. Probably just could have went here. Now we can pre-move. And they resign. All right. I think we played a fairly well game. Our attack was brewing very early. Yeah, back to 1302. Feels good. Excited for that. 80% accuracy, play like a 750. 2 misses, but I think that we had just a solid advantage off the start. We just took advantage of our opponent's lack of development and unconventional way to. This is a waste of time playing a c6 here, because I can still play e4. This doesn't save you, because you can take back, and I can take this b5 pawn, and this pawn is pinned to the rook, so you cannot take it back. Even though Stockfish says, what does Stockfish say? I don't know what Stockfish says. I have to figure out my Stockfish. So this c6 move is a little bit of a waste. And I take advantage, or try to take advantage of that. Apparently this is the wrong move to play here. It's better to just develop. That's one of the misses. But it allows me to have nice central control. Doesn't like me playing bishop d2 here. It wanted me to castle. Okay. What I didn't want was them to take my knight. I would have to take back with the pawn if I was castled, and then they take this. And next thing you know, I have an isolated c pawn, I have an isolated a pawn. That's what I saw, and I was nervous about that. Apparently Stockfish thinks it's fine, but I digress. Castle here, which is an inaccuracy. Yeah, here's an opportunity I missed. Attacks the bishop, also attacks this pawn. They can just play a5 here, so but it also allows me to add some pressure to this e6 pawn if I was to play queen b3. Take, bring the rook. Ooh, I missed that. This pawn is pinned to the king, so you can play. You can play knight d5 here, but after takes, they can take this and open up your king. A little nervous about that, but I guess you can, if you take here, you just take the queen. So that's why you can play that. And you also threaten this fork here. That should have been something to look out for. I miss. And force a queen trade, bring the king out, and then as soon as the king's out, discovered attack on the king, win a rook. Nothing else to say there. And then I think we do a pretty good job converting from here. Force some trades when I need to. Trade the bishop. Computer says it's okay. I think it's perfectly fine. Trade the rooks, and from here, straightforward. Force them to give up the knight for the queen, and then I would have sacked the bishop for this pawn if I needed to, and just made a second queen. All right, that was a really good game. We're back in the 1300s. I'm proud that I'm able to maintain this because it was a very exponential climb getting up here. It just felt like I was going nonstop from all the way to 950, from 950 to like 1250. And it's been a little bit of a grind from 1250 to 1300, that's for sure. So being able to maintain 1300 is good for my psyche, and not having a collapse. Knock on wood. Yet. We'll see. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go here. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I think I can make a video tomorrow. It's probably going to be another early morning. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out. See you tomorrow. Be safe. Have fun. All right.